look way up inside the XL Energy Center, you're going to notice a glass booth just off to the side of the Al Shaver press box. It's where a trip to this amazing building becomes more than just a hockey game. Skates, sticks, and goals. Because of this booth and the hardworking people inside, a Wild game becomes an event. Tom Hauser explains in our Wild Country Spotlight.
Ready, one? Take one? Yeah? Okay, gotcha.
Meet Paul Loomis. Paul is the guy responsible for making your experience at the XL Energy Center one that you'll never forget. He's there to make sure there's replays on the scoreboard, music during downtimes, and everything else that goes on around you during a Wild game.
Just think of it as the conductor for the game. Everything that's going on in the arena when you walk in, whether it's music, graphics, all the elements on the video board, everything. As a producer for all that stuff, you know, I gotta make sure that it all is in sync throughout the entire game. So in a way, I'm kind of like the conductor for an event.
The script for each game is done weeks in advance, but 2.5 hours before each game, Paul meets with his staff to go over everything, from the start of warm-ups to the 3 stars of the game.
Second time out is Anderson Windows, window to the Wild, call the Wild and Powerade Power section. Third time out is Lottery, Lucky Fan of the Game, Evolving Solutions, and the Fan Cam. Game day is production day. We get everything set, put together, edited, and then just packaged. And then come 6:30, you know, or even 6 o'clock for that matter, we're in full game day mode.
When the game begins, Paul and his crew kick it into high gear.
All right, what do you got for me? I might scratch Bon Jovi.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed to wow. So first intermission is going to be kind of funky. You know, you do have to have a sense for the job. You gotta get a feel for the game, and you gotta get a feel for the crowd. You gotta know when is the right time to try to get them going a little bit more.
While Paul keeps track of the pulse of the game, his crew is making sure that the fans see the game on the scoreboard, get quick replays, update scores from around the league, and keep things moving with music. And the music can be a make or break moment for keeping the game moving or giving the Wild a little home ice edge.
I guess you could say I have a lot of power. But I could also blow it in a heartbeat, you know. It's very, you really gotta get a feel for it, and you really gotta know when the right time to play something would be, because sometimes you can play something too soon.
And while he feels like he's in control, Loomis also has times where he wonders if he didn't do enough.
Anytime the team loses, I feel like it was the worst game. Especially the close ones. It's almost like when it's over, it's like, you know, was there something more that I could have done?
So whether it's music, replays, or something during intermission, Paul Loomis and his crew just want you to have a great time when you visit the XL Energy Center and cheer on your Minnesota Wild.
I think it would be kind of cool if somewhere down the road, a kid 20 years from now said, you know, I remember going to my first Wild game, and the pregame tease that they did was outstanding, and I just remember I was up the entire game. You know, something like that. Just to, help maybe not necessarily be the memory for them, but kind of help, foster the memories that they have as a kid.
For Minnesota Wild Country, I'm Tom Hauser.